Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to Scandinavia, back here in Wargame AirLand Battle. The Soviet Union has invaded all of Scandinavia, and the Brits have arrived here at Kiel to push them back here in Denmark. Again, leave a little Circle 7 to support us, and let us know, by the way, your favorite country in NATO, because we're about to crush the bad guys. The Warsaw Pact of the USSR has crushed into Scandinavia's retaliation for their failed campaign against Germany so far. NATO forces striking back deep into Soviet territory and fighting back. And so now this is a little bit of a retaliation, and they did a very good job. So you can see British and American, or at least NATO naval forces here in the North Sea and the Norwegian Sea, and there's a little bit of a storm over the Baltic, so hit that like button as well to support us here in our campaign and wish us luck. The Warsaw Pact has landed a lot of airborne troops, a lot of armor, and a lot of naval forces along this side of Sweden. And as you can see here, we've already got the 1st Infantry Brigade available to us. Pixel's joining me in this co-op campaign. Hello, Pixel. All right, so we've got quite a good group here in this 1st Infantry Brigade. There's a lot of great tanks, a lot of great infantry, but we are lacking, and I think you'd agree, Pixel, really pretty much next to nothing for AA aside from tracked rapiers.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a little bit of a tough situation, but our objectives are clear. We must capture Stockholm, Oslo, and Copenhagen by the next couple of turns here, and as you can see here, most strategically are harbors, capitals, and airports. Capitals are a must, but harbors and airports will allow us to land different types of forces. Up here you can see we have access to aerial recon, naval bombardment, commandos, aerial cover, camouflage, and mine layers, and immediately we have access to the 3rd Commando Brigade and the 1st 82nd Airborne, different landing methods here, one by the naval drop forces, I would assume at a harbor of some sort, and then immediately by the air pretty much anywhere for the Americans. Later on in the campaign, day 1, day 2, day 3, and 4, different types of forces will arrive. Looking forward to the Panzer Brigade and the 194th Armored, and then of course the French looks to be another airborne force, and then Air Assault Divisions, 101st, from the Americans. So anyway, let's get started. Me and Pixel have already talked about it. We're going to try to cut the enemy off at Malmo, so that way they can't send reinforcements to Copenhagen, and we're going to take the East Germans out here, which looks to be a mechanized group here in Aarhus, and we're going to capture that and use that naval port as well to call in additional reinforcements. So that should be pretty good. Did you let us know what your favorite country in NATO yet was? Please do right away. Pixel, you ready to do it? Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Sending orders then. Forces will move at Kiel, and American forces have already landed here against the 7th Naval Assault Division. Looks like there were Polish forces here waiting at Malmo to at least move into Copenhagen. They must have been newly landed, so we cut them off. So what we'll do is we'll defeat them here, Pixel, and then we'll move into Copenhagen as well. We'll have 3 points plus 5 points there and 2, which will mean 10 for us, plus Malmo as well. So our political points will be extremely important throughout this campaign as well. That's what determines the next types of units and such that we call in, and that will be wildly important to defeating the enemy and using strikes, aerial recon, and such. But pretty much these first couple of moves are going to be inevitable as the enemy's everywhere. All right, Pixel. So what's your plan? What are you going to do?
Put infantry in the buildings along the road to Halmstad.
Yeah, I agree.
Ambush them from there.
Right, with the enemy at Halmstad, we pretty much have paradropped into this territory, so Pixel's got the right idea. Defenses at Halmstad where they may attack us in the rear. Meanwhile, Copenhagen and Kalmar are 2 areas where they're going to hold as well. So, good idea. We'll set up a defensive perimeter, and then we'll try to hit them. I'm going to hit them. I'm going to move out with the Sheridan tanks that we have, M55 1A1s, which do have a Shillelagh missile with them, and also 152 heat. So they're very good against not only tanks, which I guess they've got to get a pretty much direct hit and they'll do some massive damage, and very good against infantry that's garrisoned, so they may have that down there. So Pixel looks like he's already ready to flank the enemy. A mix, I hope, Pixel, of light infantry and regular infantry as well?
Yeah, it's light infantry. It's regular riflemen.
Regular riflemen.
I haven't got any light riflemen. I want to keep some of them in reserve, just in case.
Keep some of them in reserve, yeah. The nice thing about the light riflemen is they do have access to the Dragon ATGM, so they can reach out to the enemy. Pixel can flank him with his M35s. I'm going to do the same, Pixel. I'm going to assist with the light riflemen on this side here and see if we can get into those woods and cut the enemy out. Meanwhile, I'll send some Sheridans up to flank, and then also a few to be on security at the main front as well, just in case they try to break through up here. And I'll actually send a recon force out to try to find the enemy to see if they send any troop transports or anything between Copenhagen and Kalmar. Now, once we've captured that homestead position right here, Pixel, the main objective is to get access to our fighting falcons, weasels, eagles, and nighthawks, and that will allow us to basically bash the enemy into submission without question.
Yeah.
It's going to be an instant win once we've got that, at least I hope. But they can still shoot us down, and they can still cause a lot of damage, but we at least must get to 1,500 points to demoralize the enemy and bring them down. I'm going to bring this recon over here with these other Sheridans. Now remember, 2 Pixel, our forces will need some supply trucks with them too if we're going to be on the move, so that's going to be important as well. We do have recon infantry. We also have artillery that we can utilize. I see you've got 106A2s. I'm going to call out a couple as well. Pretty useful to hit anyone sitting around, including commands. And we've also got access to tow launchers, ITVs, and I'm going to save some extra points for aircrafts for when we actually capture that point. Okay, Pixel, shall the war in the north begin? Let's begin to liberate Scandinavia. First, Denmark, first and foremost. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, finally, we're on the mark. And go. Excellent. All right, enemy forces already spotted. Pixel diving out of those trucks right away. Back those trucks off, man, and get those troops into the woods. On the other side there, riflemen standing by, ready to rock. Pixel also has a command in the area, and so do I. So we're ready to capture Helmstead with whatever happens to come our way. Oh, I'm going to empty the infantry out then. Looks like we can't drive into the woods, so I'm going to move in on that left flank. My Sheridans are moving across the woods, or the open fields here. And I'll get a force down here as well. Okay, a lot of action happening all at once. The Polish forces there being attacked right away. They are not happy with us being there. A lot of American infantry almost out of ammunition right away. PT-76Bs, T-55Ls. It'd be nice if we had some Air Force to utilize. Light riflemen are coming in for some good kills here. My forces are moving in for a flank, Pixel. Oh, this is going to be nice. Rock in a hard place for these guys. All right, watch out now. A lot of Polish Marines coming up. The Spec List are moving up. These cheeky breakies, watch out for them. All right, Pixel bringing up Sheridan tanks now. Keep it a good distance from there. That's about a good spot to shoot from if you can. You might have to get a little closer. Yeah, drive through the Swedish neighborhoods here. A lot of Swedish apartment buildings around here providing plenty of cover. And Pixel doing some good work there. Uncle Sam's work by hitting them with those light rifleman ATGMs. All right, Pixel, looks like they've abandoned Copenhagen, so I'm going to move up then to Echo and see if I can cut off any bridges there. They still do hold the Kalmar position, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. All right, enemy, oh, wow. Oh, you captured a FOB. Excellent work. Just park right there. Goodbye to those Marines. And it looks like they've retreated from Halmstad, and the Sheridan tanks are here. Excellent. Nicely played, Pixel. The enemy killed 1 vehicle, Pixel, 1 transport. Unacceptable, but I guess we'll allow it. Excellent work so far, Pixel. M35 cargo trucks. Pixel's already out of ammo, and we can't bring anything else in until we capture the Halmstad position. Pixel, can you move up and capture this position here? We can
I'm immediately. My command now.
Okay, perfect. We can immediately capture them. And I don't know where their command went. They might be fleeing, so I'm going to send in my Sheridans and everything else from the back. Looks like they're not getting out of here alive. And okay, I'm bringing up units here. All right, so at Kalmar, they still hold that position. I'm starting to move into cover then, and I'll hold here at the road.
I have the feeling that they may be in this farm over here, so I'm in a 5 position over here.
Oh, yeah, they could still be hiding there. Not a bad idea. I still see supply trucks rolling around too, so they could have infantry. Watch it. Oh, yep, Marines right there. Enemy Marines. Watch the Sheridans. Back up. Oh, and I see the command. We got the command. Sheridans have killed the command. That's not going to be a threat anymore.
Nice, I got the Marines in the woods.
Excellent. All right, now we finally got it. All right, Halmstad is now ours. Send in the forces. Good. Pixel's already utilizing their FOB. That's beautiful. All right, load up all the men you can and get to Charlie and plop down. I'll send my forces up to Charlie as well as some fuel trucks too. We're going to have to get in the game right now. All right, so we got the enemy up against the ropes within just a couple of quick moments. And we also got plenty of aircraft that we can call in as well. I'm going to get the rest of my tanks and get everything trucking along here, see if we can beat them on the ground first. We got to at least see them and hold them back and in one place. Oh, wait a minute. I see Slovakia coming up. Watch your wild weasel. Damn, cargo trucks have been destroyed. Shit, are they still around here? Oh, yes, they had a topaz sitting right there. Those bastards got the supply trucks right away. Well, we can find some of their supply trucks. Damn, how did our tanks not see those a moment ago? Son of a bitch. Now you got to make sure everything's clear, I guess. Armored Cav didn't even see it either. All right, rest of my forces are moving in then. We're going to get this area secure. Now watch it, Pixel. They're still moving in from there. Fighting Falcon, dropping some bombs. Ooh, ATGM, or AA firing off, as well as, oh, beautiful hits on that. Nice work.
Multiple hits as well.
Nice job. So the only thing they've killed so far is M35s, transport trucks and loaded transport trucks. A shame on that, but make sure you get the rest of the supplies up that we'll need. We'll probably need a lot of fuel for these guys. And Kalmar, they're locked down. They're not going to be getting around here anymore. I'm going to start bringing up recon here and start looking and finding out where they're at. The rest of my Sheridans are moving. Oh, T-55Ls are coming through now. Okay, they've got some of their
my
force around.
aircraft are rearming and repairing, so you're going to have to deal with them.
That's not a problem. One tank ain't a big deal. Just keep in mind your artillery, though, could be useful. Ooh, armored calves starting to engage units down here. Oh, infantry. Yep, they dropped infantry over here. They definitely did. Yep, there they are. Strelaz. And enemy infantry. Shit. Well, I got my big 152 derp guns shooting at them. Alright, make it out, boys. Damn. Alright, we're going to have to punch through this. Looks like they're bringing up some of their armor. They're not happy with us. We got them pinned down over here, too. Alright, we're plugging the holes. The Polish forces now are coming up between our assault force and our defense force. We've got a good defense here. Seemingly like we can't hit them from here. Good. Alright, keep hitting them with the mortars. Yes, hit that road, Pixel. Excellent work. Hopefully that'll slow down their reinforcements. TO-55s are landing here. Those are flame units. Let's call in a Fighting Falcon to drop some rock-eye cluster bombs on them. I'm going to give them a black eye here in a second. Alright, some of these guys have got to pull out of the game. What?
Oh, and...
What? Did they... Oh, did we hit a command? What happened?
Total victory. We reached the scope limit.
Did we? No, we only killed 1,300 units. They must have retreated. What the hell? I have no idea what happened there.
Well,
excellent.
Regardless,
total victory. Yeah, absolutely. Naval vision. Oh, they routed. We routed them. We must have killed them so fast and effectively that we didn't even have to. They just pulled back.
Look, they're pulling their.
Yeah, they're hauling ass out of there. Wow, I thought we would at least get the chance to kill them, but they don't want a part of that fight anymore. Okay, British forces are up next. 1st Infantry Brigade versus Motor Chutes and Regiment 9. That's going to be a lot of BMP-1s, BMP-2s, possible helicopters, and obviously some aircraft too. So we're going to have to be ready to fight them. So now it's time for the Brits. Americans did a great job, routed the Polish forces. Pretty good force to fight against as well, but the East Germans well-equipped as well. But the Brits having much better equipment, including the Challenger Mark 1 and Chieftain Mark 10s. All right, Pix, I'm going to go to the far right and defend down here. Let's bring a little noose around them. What do you think?
Yeah, rush up the highway to India and sit in the field.
Yeah.
Maybe push infantry up in the Foxtrot, and then if I put tanks up in the field over here and you move in with infantry.
Yeah, I think definitely I can attack from the south, and then if you want to block them at Copenhagen, capture the crossroads and everywhere else. Just remember those tons of industrial buildings here, which means ATGMs could be absolutely rampant, so we got to be careful about that. So we did a great job last round in conserving our forces, and so now we just got to continue it this time. Man, those Polish forces, we killed them too fast, Pixel. We killed them too fast. I really wanted to finish them off, their attack. They had that Kalmar position, but they saw what was coming. I guess they were smart. Okay, so let's see. We want a recon as well. I got a command at base that we'll have to keep defended, but for now I'd say no more than a couple of challengers, if anything. A lot of chieftains for Pixel. I want to go with the challengers. British force is a little slower, Pixel, no offense, but we just need to keep them all together, especially with our tracked rapiers. They could have enemy aircraft could be out at any time. So Tornado ADV F3, that's going to be a good one we want. And also Jaguars, Pixel, Harriers, and Jaguars. Jaguars having the cluster, Harrier having the heavy explosives, so we might probably want one of each at least before we even start, so that way we can deal with a cluster of tanks or infantry. But remember, prime target for man pads. Those are going to be probably the first to die, so just keep that in mind. Alright, I'm going to get some more recon out, probably a couple of Foxes too. They are sexy indeed. And some stalwarts. Those are going to be good for the rapiers if we need. Alright, we have Lynx tow helicopters as well, Pixel. So we'll, I'll grab a couple of those. But remember, one man pad is all it takes. Who knows? They could have a FLA around or something like that, which is their version of the Tunguska. So keep an eye out for that trouble. Alright, let's see. Centurion AVREs. We got those as well, Pixel, under the vehicle tab. AVREs could be used against getting infantry out of buildings. A very convincing weapon. The sexiest weapon, in my opinion, by the way, in the entire game is the FV-102 Striker. That is my favorite, man. How those missiles just pop up out of the back. It's like a little G.I. Joe collector kit. I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's the best thing.
Launch the new Joes.
You'll never find my missile base, G.I. Joe.
Gosh.
All right, I think we got plenty of points. We will need another command out, though. I'm going to call out another command right away, so that way we have something to capture Copenhagen with. So this is the beneficial part, is that when we control Copenhagen and Kiel, we'll have double the points, 10 income, plus our spawn point will move closer to Stavanger. So we're going to capture their position on our right flank first, and then we're going to move up to Stavanger and hopefully surround them. Now, in this case, we only need to get to 1,000 points. East Germans even more demoralized than the Polish forces were. So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just going to put a command down so we can cap India straight away as well.
Ah, perfect. Excellent. Extra income, just in case. Not a bad idea. All right. I'm ready when you are. All right, here we go. Perfect. Excellent work. We are on the run. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye on my Lynxes and my Gazelles. If you have aircraft, keep away from Copenhagen. They may have man pads or long-range anti-aircraft. I'm moving all my forces already.
Helicopters. I see helicopters.
Already? Where?
In Copenhagen.
Oh, yep, there they go. Mi-35Ps. All retreating. We didn't even get a close look last time at any of the vehicles. The fighting was so macro that I didn't get a chance to look down, but you can identify these helicopters here, Mi-8s and such. Sheridan, Sheridan, a very cool looking tank, by the way, so we'll be sure to show that off when we come up to the Americans. That's one thing I know you guys want to see more of. Okay, Pixel's moving his forces.
I just saw a command in Copenhagen. I think they're pulling out somewhere.
Well, if they pulled out, they would... that zone wouldn't be captured anymore, so we can keep an eye out. But I do see enemy supply vehicles and artillery as well. SFL-HB 251s, I think. Good target for the tow, but I don't want to get close just yet. I'm going to come in around the right flank and see what's over there. Tanks are arriving. All right, here we go.
Pack up your gear, people. We're moving again.
Perfect. All right, Gazelles are moving in. I'm not seeing anything yet, but I know those buildings are probably loaded with man pads. Watch your tracked rapier on the road as well. Make sure you're always keeping your AA with your tanks and your tanks with your AA. We want them to be defended at all times. Okay, I'm ready to move in, and Pixel's moving infantry to Foxtrot. That's good. Keep an eye on everything. Watch that mini map too. We don't want anything to sneak by us and eradicate our forces. All right, let's get to cover with the tracked rapiers. Oh. Okay, I thought I saw some more forces. Not
Command yet. Spotted.
ATG, I'm firing. Whoa, watch out. Anti-aircraft. Watch your Gazelle. Oh, that's going to be gone. Goodbye, Gazelle. Wow, you're lucky. Third shot. That's the third one he's got. If that last shell's expended and misses, which it did, all right, we're clear to call in bombers. I'm going to do a cluster bomber on that right away.
Right, you get
They shouldn't have any more AA around. They don't travel like that. I'm going for that in the artillery. Tanks are moving up too. Alright, tows are coming in. Jaguars are coming up. Challengers are sitting on the side. I'm ready to cut into them. Beautiful. East Germans having a bad day. Enemy command eliminated as well as that anti-aircraft. Alright, Pixel, start tightening the noose now. Watch your forces at Echo and Foxtrot. Make sure they're deployed. I'm getting nervous there. Jaguars coming in for a good hit. Tow firing off on the... oh, beautiful hit. No way. 2 tows right on top of that. Beautiful. That was my favorite rapper, by the way, Pixel. 2 tows. Very nice. All right, let's move in then. All right, now they will probably have infantry in here, so get your bombers ready, because knowing all their mechanized forces. Bomber, MiG-23 coming in. Got a attack aircraft moving in on our Gazelle, more than likely. Those bastards are going to try to shoot it down over the tow. Tracked rapier. Damn, they hit us good. No kills, though. I'm moving over to the tracked rapier for defense.
Oh, that fucking...
Air defense fighters up.
Transports.
They're destroying your transports? Get deployed and get into the buildings. Don't worry about the transports. Get the transports back and get the infantry all into cover. Oh, you got Milans there. Good. All right, pull back the FV-432s to not give them any additional morale points.
I think I lost a full infantry squad there. They must have not went into the buildings. Ah, that's unlucky.
Well, it's possible, but I did tell you to keep an eye on that stuff. You got to always micro that infantry. Just keep an eye out. All right, looks like they've got a whole convoy coming in for you.
Oh, and they got a shit ton of air as well.
Do they? All right, I'll risk it. Already got a bomber on the way. We can't lose that position. Get your tanks into a good engagement position here. I lost a Lynx tow, but they did lose an aircraft as well. Their losses are 5 times greater than ours. Well, that's going to change. Wow, I dropped bombs right on top of T-55s with no damage whatsoever.
Sky is ours.
Now we're going to try to hit them again. We're capturing supply trucks over here.
Right.
I'm bringing up Foxes. They're bombing your chieftains back here somehow. They must have called in a bomber or something like that.
Yeah, I saw it. It was just out of range of my rapier, unfortunately.
Alright, I'm going to bring up a command and capture Copenhagen finally. Alright, moving all of our forces into Copenhagen now.
I'm bringing up more infantry.
Bombers out again. Oh, damn it, they got my... How did they get the Jaguar? No way.
Fucking hack.
Well, we must have killed a lot of their units. They're panicked as hell. And we're about halfway there. Alright, we got to be careful about what we're risking now.
Dual FLAs, 2 of them for, do you want to risk it for a biscuit and hit both of them at the same time? Or?
Well, just focus on keeping your tanks. Where's your AA cover? Where's your rapier?
I'm bringing up my truck. I don't want to move up my truck rapier because it's in the field though. Like, be like, whoop.
Well, they are bombing your stuff. Stay away from Delta with your tanks. I'm going to move up infantry to clear out Copenhagen. I'm sure that they've got infantry in here, so I just want to fight them out. Oh, yep, and there it is.
Are you talking to me?
There's something in there. Oh, it's BMP, some sort of supply truck or something waiting around.
You sure it's that?
Alright, I'm going to move up the flank.
Orders, sir.
Alright, infantry's moving into Copenhagen. Meanwhile, Pixel's holding the line. A big East German push. You got to watch out for those MI8s. You got to get into cover of the buildings, and you got to bring up AA. Your track rapier's got to stay with the tank, and the infantry's have got to stay in the buildings.
Oh god, those Fusiliers are almost gone.
There's so much there. Alright, bomb them.
Adjusting aim.
Oh, they're moving out again because they killed the infantry squad.
Truck rapier got a hit.
Beautiful, he's down. Good work.
Flying in, weapons hot.
Alright, I'm going to try to hit those tanks. This could be GG right here.
Yeah, GG. There we go.
That's it. Good work. Excellent job. Another total victory. Alright, Pixel.
Minimal losses.
You did a good job so far. We'll just need to make absolutely sure that you are minimizing losses on our end. We want to make sure that as many of our troops are alive as possible. So
some of the men that
just be cautious.
did do a hard fight. They got steamrolled by a shit ton of tanks.
That is true.
Elite infantry.
Alright, so always remember, though, when I'm screaming out to watch those infantrymen, just watch it, because I know trouble's coming.
Yeah,
Alright,
I didn't
regardless,
load them, but
good work.
They got hit.
Yeah, that does happen from time to time. Regardless, though, they greatly outnumbered us with the amount of pain that they had taken.
Oh, yeah.
So, 1st Infantry Brigade won a total victory here. Motor Shoots and Regiment 9 has routed. This means Copenhagen is pretty much ours for the taking, and Denmark rests in our hands. All we have to do is roll right through it. But hold on a second. North Korean mobilization. The sound of boots from Pyongyang do not bode well. The Pentagon is planning to send the 2nd 101st Airborne to Southeast Asia, although it was initially destined for Scandinavia. Accept departure. If we do that, the 2nd 101st Airborne will not be available on your front, but it should deter the North Koreans from intervening. 20 political points will be earned. The 2nd 101st Airborne is affected in Scandinavia. Korean front is thin if there's an attack. All right, well, I think our options, Pixel, are pretty much to...
Send them away.
I would say send them away, yeah.
We don't get them till the 6th there. So.
Yeah, and we plan to beat them before Christmas. That's for sure.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, that's easy enough. Let's accept their departure. We'll take the 20 political points as well, which I think brings us up right up to 40. Plus, as soon as we end this turn, that'll be great. Storm over the Baltic Sea. Enemy operations could be affected. Excellent. That means a reduced number of communism coming in from the Baltic Sea. Very good. All right, well, that is the end of day 1. We'll bring in some additional forces here and liberate Copenhagen, and we will see you guys very soon. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.